Well, Manchester United, let's get on to them. They did struggle in the first half, but came back and got the win 4-1. Couple of penalty decisions, though. They're a bit dubious as well. Either of you two see any of those?
Well, I saw the Giggs one on the edge of the box, which for me I thought was a penalty. I thought he did well to get the ball back off the big chap, and he was brought down. And that was
I think. I think Rooney, the first penalty of the game, Rooney, it was a good decision. I think Piquene's foul on Giggs was a good decision. Personally, I'm not too sure about the Portsmouth penalty. It was a shirt pulling by the law of the game. You probably have to give that, but I personally, as watching the game, I didn't see it until I saw a replay.
Yeah, maybe the poor standard of the pitch reflects the referee's
I think no Portsmouth players appealing for it either tells the story. Really.
You see the keeper has got a clue what's going on.
Well, we can hear from Wayne Rooney, who has, of course, scored a hat-trick. He talks about Ryan Giggs. We'll mention him before we hear the interviews. Another great game for a man who just seems to be getting better with age. He's like a fine wine.
And on his birthday, I might add.
Well, the day before he turned 36, what an absolute
And he scored his 100th Premiership goal.
Premier goal, and it wasn't bad either. But the pass for Wayne Rooney's second goal is absolutely out of this world. Unbelievable. He's probably 10 years older than most of the players on the pitch, and he's still got the quality.
And better looking.
Okay, well, we'll hear from Wayne Rooney now, who talks about Ryan Giggs, and also Avram Grant, who talks about his first game in charge.
Congratulations, you got the match ball. Yeah, it was quite a difficult game first half for us, and then second half we played some good stuff and overall deserved to win, I thought. What was your view on the penalties, because you were involved in them? Yeah, on my one, I felt I got touched, and it was one of them where I went down. It's sometimes they're given, sometimes they're not, but I thought it was still a penalty. I never really had a good view on the Portsmouth penalty, so I can't really comment on that, and I thought Giggs' one was a penalty as well, so I think overall the referees got them all right. And Ryan had an important part to play, not only in your other goal, but in his 100th Premier League goal. Yeah, he just surprises me every week. He's amazing. His performance today, and created two of my goals. He was just, I don't know how he does it. It's unbelievable. And he's 36 tomorrow, and yet he still seems as good as ever, doesn't he? Yeah, he's one of the sharpest every day in training. Today you see it on a quite difficult pitch, difficult weather, and he put a performance in like that. It is truly incredible. Abraham, what did you make of your first game in charge at Portsmouth?
Oh, it's very strange. I don't know even how to say it, because when you lose 4-1, sometimes you're very disappointing. Of course, I'm disappointed because we're losing, but if you watch the game and you analyze the game, we create so many chances, especially first half, to score goals, and then we conceded very soft goals, soft penalties that I'm not sure it was a penalties, and you don't know what to say. I can say also that Kuzak saved 3 great saves. We played against Man United, and our goalkeeper almost didn't touch the ball.
As ever, penalties when you seem to play Manchester United define the match. What did you think of them?
I don't know what to say. I think it was a very easy decision. Not very easy. He took an easy decision because I think even he didn't whistle a penalty, nobody even blamed him.
So the first one, you think maybe it wasn't a foul on Wayne Rooney?
I don't like to speak about referees so much, but I think let's presume that they didn't whistle a penalty. I don't think even you may get a replay.
Did you think yours was a fair penalty, the one for the pull on Piquet?
I didn't see it. It was many players was there. I didn't see it.
So Avram Grant and Wayne Rooney there. Avram Grant, he wasn't too happy with the penalty decisions, was he?
No, I think on another day, quite easily, you wouldn't have seen him given. But I personally do believe that both Manchester United ones were correct. If anything, I'd say it was his side's penalty that you'd question out of the 3.
Yeah, did say though that he enjoyed his first game back in management, and that he took a lot of positives out of it.
Yeah, well, this is it. I think as Paul Hart, who I think is very, very unfortunate to find himself out of a job right now. I think he's did a fantastic job of what he had. good performance, good effort, good possession, good chances. Just haven't taken them. Haven't made them count. And of course, in the second half, when they've tired and as the game's gone on, quality is told, which is what Wayne Rooney is, top quality.
So that was Manchester United who closed the gap at the top of the Premiership to 5 points. 2-horse race now, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Like we spoke about before, Arsenal are not really in the running. Liverpool certainly aren't.
Tottenham actually in third place in the table. We'll move on to that game now. The battle for fifth place last season, this would have been Villa against Tottenham. Scrappy game, I watched it. Agbonlaho's goal, not the greatest, but Villa went in front, probably edged the first half, and then Dawson equalising in the second, and probably Tottenham edged the second half. How did you see this one?
I'd definitely say it was a game of two halves, even though Harry Redknapp didn't see it like that.
Well, that's 45 minutes each way, so that makes 90. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Every game is a game of two halves.
Well picked up.
No, I think Aston Villa were definitely the better team in the first with more chances, even though Spurs had their own. But in the second half, I think Aston Villa are very fortunate to walk away with a point.
How about one of these two teams getting into the Champions League? They're both up there at the minute. Tottenham, like I say, sat in third position. Villa sixth at the minute, but just 2 points out of the Champions League spots. Could you see one of these two teams playing in Europe's elite competition next season?
I think it depends on, well, obviously they need to win, but what happens around them.
Yeah.
You need the Liverpools to slip up. I mean,
I could definitely see Tottenham potentially, but I think it's they've been in positions before when they've got to Christmas and been in European places and fallen away at the end of the season. I think can they go the distance is the question, and obviously, as Eddie's just alluded to, are Liverpool going to up the game because they're not playing to their potential at the moment?
I think you might be surprised by Liverpool in the next few coming months.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Liverpool to make a Champions League spot there. Edward Prince putting his money on Liverpool there. Well, Rafa Benitez did say that he guarantees his side will be in a Champions League spot at the end of the season.
This is Sportscast.
So let's move on to Manchester City against Hull. A great draw this for Hull, who really had an upturn in form in recent weeks.
Yeah, definitely the fight back. Phil Brown's fight back's underway, and you've got to say main man behind that's Jimmy Bullard. Not only did he get the penalty, but I thought he put in a hard-working performance throughout the game.
Yeah, Man City, it's been a problem in recent weeks. 7 draws in their last 7 games. They're not losing, but with the money they've spent, they'll be expecting a little bit more, do you not think, Ed?
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Joe. They spent a lot of money on a strike force that's just not, well, it's not scoring the goals. I mean, it is scoring goals, but not enough. And you have to question the team when, they take these leads and they can't hold on to them.
Sean Wright-Phillips, the man who scored the goal yesterday, so...
Seemed like a wee deflection for me. I'm not sure if I'd give it.
For me, it's the defence that's causing the problems.
They're not holding out.
Lescott 24 million.
Torre giving away
million.
Stonewall a penalty yesterday as well. So again, yeah, like you say, they're not doing it.
40 million worth of centre backs there that are not seeing games out. We've got a quality keeper in Shea Given. I don't know what's going on.
I think they've been given too much praise. I think they think they're something they really aren't. You can have the greatest players in the world and stick them in a team, doesn't mean you've got a great team.
Obviously, we just mentioned Jimmy Bullard. He's definitely the catalyst behind Hull's revival. What did you make of his celebration yesterday?
Well, I think it was one of the most iconic celebrations you'll probably see this season, and I think it provides a bit of closure for Hull City in general behind the horror show of the defeat there at the City Manchester Stadium last season.
Right, well, we can now hear from Jimmy Bullard, who talks about the celebration that he did yesterday.
Good job your manager's got a sense of humour.
Yeah, he took it well, we made a decision last night, we had a bit of chat over dinner, a bit of banter that we was going to do it if we scored a draw goal or winning goal, so we went and done it, and whoever scored had to do the pointing. Trust it to be me.
Whose idea was it then?
A couple of them, but Macca, Paul McShane come up with it really, along with Anthony, as the Irish boys always do, the crackers, isn't they? So